What up, YouTube? I am your host, Marcus Maxey up top, Thomas Razor down below, and we are here with another reaction video. In this video here that we got, man, it is single mother with 3 kids. What do you expect? That's the name of this video, and we're gonna react to it. It's a group of people. They are basically. They're sitting in a little studio, you know what I'm saying, and they all going around the microphone speaking. So we're going to see what they got to say about the situation, and then we will give our own insight on the situation ourselves. So without further ado, we will not hold you any longer. Let's get to this video.
Explain why.
Because if a man marries you, okay, you are taking on the house, his children, and his life. And you now have the power, unfortunately, as a woman, to divorce him, leave him with no house, no children, and broke. You have that power as a woman to do that.
No.
And a lot of the time, women do that. Okay, so like I said, a man has a lot more to lose than a woman does. A woman can do all the bad behavior that she wants to in a marriage and still end up with money in her pocket, and children, and a house. And cars,
the money,
and
with the money, you can get rid of the stretch marks and get a BBL. But what I'm trying to say is, women end up with the better end of the deal if the relationship goes south.
Like in the U.S. it's especially bad. Here you're entitled per kid it's 13%, or the first kid you're entitled to 13% of his income. Which to me, it's like, I don't understand. Why can't you get a sick?
Yep. You shouldn't need that person. You should want them. You should value them for what they've
And that's a good single person mindset. That's a single person mindset. You like, if you're gonna be with someone for 50 years, you don't think you're gonna need them.
Yeah.
You do.
And this is the
but that's like a lot of times modern women, it's fear. If it doesn't work out, what's gonna happen? Because I've never seen a relationship work out.
See, the thing is, okay, let me get a little bit personal. So I was in a relationship for 15 years with my children's father, and our relationship was I played my role and I played my position, and I supported him. I valued him for what he was in the household. I gave everything. When it came to a point where my children are getting older...
Did you get married?
No, we did not.
Okay.
And that was a bit of a thing because at the beginning, I didn't believe in marriage. And I really don't.
So you're the one that didn't want to get married?
At the beginning. Then, say 10 years down the line, I did want to get married.
Oh, a woman changing her mind, never.
And we can do that. It's our prerogative.
And we can do that. It's our prerogative. See, that... Alright, whatever.
15 years, no marriage.
Yeah, 15 years, no marriage.
10 to the side, you're married. Then went 5 more years without the commitment. I feel like that's a walking red flag. Like, and y'all have kids. Y'all already have kids together.
Immediately. First off, her first remark. Yeah, the first remark she said clearly lets us know that she probably ain't wife up material anyway. The first remark, she already has she had a selfish mindset with what she said. You can tell it. That's why Shorty had to remind her and say, that's a good single you know what I'm saying, a single mother mindset right there. Like, that's a good single person mindset because you're already thinking for self and self only. So, like,
yep.
And that's why and then when she went on to tell her story, 15 years with somebody and y'all didn't get married?
Yeah, that's why not? Like, I got so many questions. I hope she answers them.
Yeah, and it's not like she was over there talking about how much she want to be married. You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably the same person be like, ooh, I can't wait to get married.
Elaborate on that. I hope.
Hopefully.
I don't know.
We shall see.
But I don't know if she's the one with 3 kids or somebody else is, but if she got
You know what? Let's get back into it. It's only a 5-minute video, so we'll let the next 250 ride out. So let's see what she got to say. We're going to give her the benefit of the doubt. But if she don't fix what she said, I'm going to rip her a new one by the end of this video.
Well, it didn't work out.
And, but that was my choice also, because I'd have the ring easily at this point. But my point in saying that right, very confidently. My point in saying that is the fact that the relationship, I played my lane, I played my position, I supported him. When I got to a point where, like I said, my children were getting older and I really wanted to discover who I was as a person, just as much as he was talented and he knew what his skill was and he knew what he wanted to do in this world and the legacy he wanted to leave behind, I was steadily behind him trying to figure out who am I? What am I doing? I now have my children. They're a great legacy, but I also I'm an individual who has my own purpose in life. When I got to a point where I wanted to discover that and I really ventured out into it, I became a children's book author. I found that it really changed the dynamics in our relationship hugely, to a point where I felt he did feel insecure. He did feel like I didn't need him anymore. And all of
Did
these...
you act like that? Did you act like you didn't need him anymore?
No, I didn't. What I started to notice is that
she ain't
the
gonna
energy
answer
that I
that
put into
question
him
truthfully.
when he was pursuing all his goals for the past 10, 15 years, that was not reciprocated. And that's where my frustration was.
And so why did you leave? Was that why?
Yeah, it really ultimately was, because I felt like I spent my whole life supporting your dreams.
So hang on, you with a man for 15 years with children, and you just decided to leave because...
It wasn't, okay, there's a multitude of things that obviously go into it. 15 years is a lot of baggage, right? There's other things that I will
not have to look at it as baggage. That's a lot of time and effort.
It was a lot of time and effort, and I'll never take it back. I learned some real life lessons from that relationship, honestly. But it also taught me that whoever I now get with has to understand the type of industry and what I'm doing. They have to be within my world. So
what do you think it's going to look like for you now in the dating market as a single woman with 3 children?
Try to fuck.
And you've left a man that committed to you. You have three of your children. You've left him. You're now on the dating market with 3 children. What do you think it's going to look like for you on the dating market?
The desert.
It's the desert.
It's the desert.
What do you think is better out here?
The desert. Bare liars and desert.
But that's where I think that is crazy, because I think I understand. I've been in a long-term relationship. I've come out of it. It didn't work. And you do look at the time, and I think that was the biggest frustration: the time, the effort, the years, just everything. But then do you then stay with somebody and just settle down and just be that person? And
yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
so that's why then 70% of people cheat.
No, duty's more important than happiness. It's not about you. Like, once you have a family, it's not about you anymore.
Yep.
You come second.
No one wants
to the
duties.
family.
No one wants duties. No one wants responsibilities.
No one goes all in on made from scratch.
Ever. It never fails. I knew that's where that was going. I knew she wasn't going to have no damn answer for what she said. Let's get that out the way.
A couple of things. So I guarantee a couple of assumptions I'm going to make. I think when she said it changes the dynamic, he was probably chasing his dream at the same time she was chasing her dream. She achieved her dream, which made her the breadwinner. And hypergamy, females tend to want to marry higher than them. So at that point, she eclipsed him and she was making more money than him. So he was supposed to take care of everything around the house because the dynamic would automatically have to change now. And he wasn't feeling that. And I guarantee there was red flags in the beginning of the entire relationship, like leading to this. Usually the red flags you ignore in the beginning are the reason the relationship ends in the end. So,
yeah.
Oh man, she beat you. But I think that's what happened, honestly. And then you see, she said there was other issues.
Yeah.
So
then the one in the middle, I don't know why they let the one in the middle talk. She about made me mad as soon as she opened her mouth.
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of eyes and stuff.
And then she was like,
it is more about duties.
She
unfortunately.
said,
that's why you be careful who you have kids with.
Facts. She was like, what she said,
condoms are great.
First off, she's like, why do you settle down with somebody? Just like, yeah, you do. You do settle down. Like, that's the point. Ain't that the whole point? You're supposed to settle down, right? And find somebody to build a legacy with, right?
Yep.
That just sounds more logical and it makes more sense. But she clearly, obviously got that modern day idea of self-happiness is the most important thing. First off, no one's going to be completely happy in this world. Because once you run into certain things in this world, you're going to have to set that happiness to the side and actually handle what you need to handle in front of you. All that happy talk, man, that is cool. But no one is completely happy. Like, you find your happiness. Your happiness is not what you get from things in the world. You know what I'm saying? Your happiness happens from how much you enjoy putting in the work in your life. That's where it comes from. That's how you consistently stay happy. You don't get happy because one thing happens for you. You can get $1 million today and be happy, but by next Thursday, you're going to be right back to where you was because that $1 million is going to set in and you're over it. You know what I'm saying? So that one thing that you think is going to make you happy for the rest of your life, it's not. Let that go. The happiness is in the drive that you have in your life. And Shorty should already know that. She should know that, but she don't. She think that happiness is more important. More important than what? Achieving goals, becoming better as a couple. Happiness shouldn't be more important than that. Because if you do that with a person, you will achieve some happiness.
All right, so me just being a business owner, putting on my CEO hat, right?
Right.
Happiness. If we're talking about a primal instinct of happiness, I would probably be completely happy, content, sitting at home, sleeping in till 12, playing video games every day, and chilling. But that's not the reality of things.
Right. You would be terribly depressed by 35 if you kept doing that.
Exactly. You have to actually grind for the things you want. And then when you get older, you can sit back and chill. That's what everything in life is about.
Yeah.
Because nobody want to be out here working a daggone McDonald's job at 65 because you can barely lift your fingers.
I know I don't.
So it's all about setting that up, building an empire, building a legacy. And I mean, that just, in my model of happiness, did I mention I'll be driving a Rolls Royce or a Lamborghini? That's also what will make me very happy, right? But we have to grind to get to those goals.
Right.
And the same thing goes with a relationship, a marriage, a family. You have to grind to get to those goals. You have to work on the family dynamics of everything. And unfortunately, I mean, just due to the way science is set up and I guess nature is set up, the females are the ones that have the children. Yeah. Children have a bigger bond with the female, whether it's them being pregnant in their third trimester where they hate everything and they're really hot, especially if it's the summertime, or they're breastfeeding the child. So naturally, the man would have to be the go-getter. Right. That's the way society's set up. So, I don't know. It's deep.
It's deep. But I don't like the fact that she ain't had no real answer for that, so she just kind of came.
I mean, bro, you already know how the game goes.
Yeah, I already know how it works.
An answer.
I already know how it works. You daggone right. So, but I ain't. I'm gonna leave it as that. I'm gonna let the people talk in the comments and see how they gotta feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna rock like that. You got anything else?
I don't.
Well, you know what? Questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the comment section below. Also,
show the people the skates,
for all my skate lovers out there.
Oh, I seen them. I seen the top.
On me.
Yeah.
If you want to get yourself a chance to win your free pair of skates, make sure you comment Skate 2022 down in the comment section below. Chance to get yourself a free pair of skates. Get yourself in that drawing, man. Need some good skates. Valued at $400. These skates here, you, my friend, can get them for free. All you got to do is comment Skate 2022 down in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you press that like button so we can run up that YouTube algorithm. And anything else outside of that, man, it's free game. You do what you do. But you got Marcus Maxey on top. Thomas Razor down below. And that was another reaction video. I holla.